As Keir Starmer continues to bury his head in the sand and fails to comment on the ruling at court surrounding trans women, and being unable to decide whether a woman has a male genitalia or not, it seems that the company LUSH, the soap and cosmetic company, now have an agenda to push to your children. I'd like to welcome you all back to the channel and thank you for joining me in another video at the channel just gone viral. If you're new here, we like to cover crime, news, give analysis and also tell you information that sometimes the mainstream media won't always tell you. So please like, share, comment and subscribe. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video.
Ever heard of LUSH? Let me tell you about it. Founded by Mark Constantine and Liz Weir, this brand is all about fresh, handmade cosmetics. From bath bombs to skincare, LUSH is committed to ethical sourcing and cruelty-free products. Their mission, to create a more sustainable and beautiful world. So, next time you need a little pampering, remember, LUSH has got you covered. Join the LUSH community and experience the magic for yourself.
But it seems now that the company LUSH, rather than concentrating on growth, inclusiveness and diversity, seems to now be pushing an agenda aimed at your children that was put into party bags. But it appears that some people from the community, and only a small minority, just can't accept the outcome.
Very few men who identify as women have full medical transition. That is an even tinier percentage of the people that are identifying as women.
Well, part of the reason is the very long waiting list to get the operation. People wait years and years to get the chance for that. But I do think if you're only defining things on biology, well, then you have a problem, because there aren't only trans women, there are trans men. And those are people that could have, if they've had a transition, they will now have a penis, they will have had testosterone, they might have muscles and they might have a beard, and they now have to go in your loo. I mean, I don't think that's what anyone wants. And I tell you what, they look a lot more like an average bloke than the trans women do. So what stops, not that Mike would do it, obviously, but what stops Mike just saying he was a trans man if he wanted that situation?
But once again, the Supreme Court ruling was absolutely clear. But once again, people coming from your side of the argument, I'm not criticising you for that, instead of accepting the ruling, first of all, throw up all the problems this is going to cause now. This ruling is going to cause dozens of problems, you know, the future now is going to be so uncertain. You couldn't just accept that the ruling now, and let's face it, it's a tiny percentage of people in this country who are transgender, and yet we have spent, you know, oodles of time, millions of hours, millions of days of debate on a situation which fortunately was finally sorted by the Supreme Court, and in my view should have been done 30 years ago.
But it wasn't sorted. I mean, first of all,
it was sorted. You see, once again, you can't accept it.
Young girls who were aged as young as 7 and 8, who were attending an event at a cosmetic chain, were given booklets and propaganda that said, transgender people are victims of a global conspiracy. In the 24-page leaflet that was put into party bags for young girls as they attended a birthday event of one of the chain's outlets, the document claims trans people have been targeted by a calculated media assault designed to distract from the global crisis. All this was done behind the backs of the parents, without their acknowledgement or their permission. The leaflets were only discovered once they returned home, and the children looked into the party bags. The leaflets themselves were written by a charity called Trans Actual and produced by LUSH. In solidarity and allyship with trans people, explains terms like genderqueer, gender fluid and neutrals. It also covers intersectionality, stating that while it sounded complicated, it is actually very simple. But the documents and leaflets have been compared to modern America with 1930s Germany, when the Nazis destroyed the first world's gender clinic. They burned its books and sent trans people to concentration camps. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think that LUSH have taken things too far, and especially doing things behind the backs of parents without their permission or acknowledgement? And what do you think it will take for the British people to tell the government and different authorities and companies in the UK to finally leave our children alone? I hope you enjoyed the video and the content. Smash subscribe if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next video.